Okay, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kudash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutation you Akim out there that has been pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is going to be another installment of my thoughts while driving. And when you consider how we still held captive in the land of America, and two-thirds, not only this two-thirds, but the rest of these peon crackers and the people that's dwelling in America, they totally think they're free, in which they are not, because they are bound by contracts. The number one contract they are bound by, they are enslaved by, is that birth certificate. Then you have the social security number. Not only do you have the social security number, you have these licenses, them driver's license, man, where they give you, it's like a privilege for you to drive a so-called chariot, man, in this society. So they have enslaved, or that's the agenda of Esau, the so-called white men, which are the Islamic international bankers, the top elite of Esau. Their agenda is to enslave the whole world, not just Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and the rest of the tribes, but they want the whole world under their dominion, total control, man. And the only way they can establish that, do a digital currency, which is by the way of the mark of the beast, which is the offer of the microchip, man. And that's their agenda, man. Once they have that established, they have total control over the population, man. You can't go nowhere, you can't say anything, they can see, hear everything you do. That's total control, man. And that's what they want, because they got that God-like complex. So pursuant to Baruch, the 3rd chapter, the 8th verse, we are yet this day in our captivity. But like I said earlier in this lesson, a few seconds ago or a minute ago, 2/3 of you Negroes and Spanish Native Americans, they don't understand that. That's why when you get pulled over, man, you have to give these crackers, most of these crackers, sometimes it be Jake that be pulling you over, the NYPD. Proverbs 15:1, a soft answer turneth away wrath, man. If you comply, give them a soft answer, talk to them with how they deem respect, they may let you off, man, with a warning or whatever, man. But being in the land of our captivity, we are subject unto payments, man. Rent is due. You got to pay your rent. Cable is due. You got to pay that cable bill. You got certain brothers that have to pay child support. You got to pay that child support. If not, Esau gonna come lock your ass up, man. That's being subject unto payments, man. If you free, how in the hell you are subject unto payments, man? Paying rent and things to stay afloat in the society, man. The number one thing you gotta have is a roof over your head and food on the dinner table, man. And guess what, man? You have to go to work, get up early in the morning, be subject unto Esau's bullshit. Every month pay that note. You got car notes. Some brothers got car notes, if you ain't got a car note, you still gotta pay insurance. You still subject unto payments, man. So you're not gonna get around that, man. Baruch chapter 3, verse 8, man. We are yet this day in our captivity, and we are subject unto payments, roughly paraphrasing, man. So in this society, man, nothing is sure, man. Everybody, I'm saying, when you get in your car, man, you put up prayers. Why? Because you know that at any given time you can get pulled over by the pigs, man. So you gotta obey the powers that be in this society, man, because this society is totally wicked, man. Totally against you, man. Totally against you, man. So you have to, get that soft answer, because it turneth away wrath, man. Proverbs 15:1. And you have to obey the powers that be. Romans 13th chapter, the 1st verse on down, because if not, Esau going to hand you your ass, man. And he's going to be justified, and guess what? He's not going to get persecuted, man. Because this is their kingdom. So it tells you, what I'm saying, in Matthew, the 5th chapter, the 21st verse, man, that obey the powers that be, man. It tells you also in That's Romans, the 13th chapter, Slakia. But it tells you in Matthew the 25th chapter, I'm saying 5 and 25, that you have to you know, roughly paraphrase, you have to, you know, be on point in this society, man. And when you get pulled over, or when you know, get caught up in the situation dealing with these pigs, man, you know. Hey, man, it is what it is, man, you know. This is my thoughts while driving, you know. But basically, man, you know, agree with that adversary, man. Matthew 5 and 25. While you in the way with him, man. If you get pulled over by one of these pigs, whether it's a state trooper or NYPD, man, guess what, man? That soft rap, that soft answer will turn away their wrath, man. Because they're pulling you over for a reason. Whether to fuck with you, excuse my language, or whatever the case may be. This is kind of crazy traffic out here now. That soft answer turn away wrath, man. And you gotta agree with that adversary. Hey, yes, sir. You know, even if you gotta call him sir. You know, what's the problem, sir? Why am I getting pulled over? You know, easy, simple. You know, because we are yet this day in our captivity. We're not free. That's why we get pulled over. That's why 2/3 of these Negroes and Spanish Native Americans get their ass handed to them, you know, because they don't understand the scriptures. They don't obey the powers that be. They buck up against the police, sometimes for no reason, because they feel they're being harassed. That's when the emotions kick in, and it takes 2 seconds for you to get in some trouble that it takes a lifetime to get out of. Just, you know, hey, my thoughts while driving, you know, thinking about how we are still subject unto payments. We yet to stay in our captivity. And the only way we're going to be out of our captivity, that this yoke is going to be taken off us, is when Yahweh Shah bring that death, that destruction, and deliverance, man. Deliverance to his elect, and death and destruction to the 2/3 of the rest of the nations that's in this land of America, man, which is Babylon. You know. So with that, you know, my thoughts while driving, you know, Abba Ratazayu Akim out there was edified. And to the next installment, I'm going to say Shalom.